So this conversation that we are having today, that you're having about your work, is to inspire people with the knowledge and the skills and the courage to take action. How are you going to mobilize others to take action?
A little bit about how we're going to frame the day. We have a moving puzzle of panels and films and all sorts of awesome examples of young people taking action. It's not a radical transformation to go from I'm a citizen, I'm a person, I'm a part of a school or a group or something, to I'm a leader. I'm somebody who can make a difference in my community. That's the goal. I'm so honored and thrilled to welcome Lynn Cherry. She's already been an enormous inspiration to me. Take it away, Lynn.
Thank you. It was really interesting. This League of Conservation Voters study came out that showed that most people get their environmental information from what their kids bring home from school, and that the kids are the biggest force upon them to lead a sustainable lifestyle. So what we do as educators is so important. Children are the best messengers. Grown-ups have to listen to the kids. Their future's at stake, and they're a moral voice for what's right. They get to people's hearts. So I started this film project. I needed to make films because that's what kids were looking at. So I made these short films that they could put on computers, iPhones, iPads. Kids also like to hear from kids. It's peer-to-peer learning. It's very powerful. Each of the films has some background about climate change. This one, I think, in particular, the way that Felix frames climate change is just beautiful and very emotionally powerful.
You could see the inspiration that he went, he did his research, he got the inspiration from Mangari Bartai.
I also think that it was interesting to see that the two projects in the two different films were very well aligned with the capabilities, physical and mental and emotional of the students.
The big thing that Felix did is, you saw how his parents were not computer literate, right? But Felix, at 9 years old, was computer literate. He created a website. He created a website where you could plant a tree yourself and then just check it off on his website.
In both cases, they started with a simpler project. You know, in the Green Team, they were doing small things. They built up to an energy audit of the school. There was some publicity around it. They had feedback. They started to get other people saying, hey, you guys were amazing. It's like, oh.
We have a science curriculum up now, but the civic engagement curriculum, it's really on this local level that this curriculum, we need to be teaching about our democratic system. How does it work? A functioning democracy requires engaged citizens. So that's really how I'm framing this. It's very versatile. You could basically use it on any grade level from 4th grade through high school. Each of these films, there's an action plan.
So this is Mari and this is Alice. Most of you met them this morning. And now you know a little bit about them, and we're going to learn a little more about them. Mostly I want you guys to have a chance to ask questions. But I thought we'd start with hearing a little bit from you guys.
Well, what really inspired us in the beginning was seeing Lynn's videos with Young Voices for the Planet, because I think that helped us realize that we had more power than we originally realized, and that people would listen to us if we spoke.
I was going to ask if you knew anything about town government before you started. What was the baseline of where you were coming from, and how much of it did you learn just from these folks who helped you out?
We really knew nothing.
Yeah, we didn't really know much.
We were young children, and we just really didn't know anything. So it's kind of taught us everything we know about it. We kind of showed up to town meeting not knowing at all what we were going to see, I guess.
We're just going to talk in front of these grown-ups, and they're going to help us.
Yeah, we're just going to talk to some people, but we had no idea what was going to happen. So.
And now you know more than most adults, probably.
I think it's important to notice that in a lot of these, well, in your actions, in both of your actions, there were adults already working on something, and you guys brought light to it. You brought more publicity. You brought that moral voice. That's one of the roles that I think young people can play.
So find your team, find your passion, find your power.